सर्वश्रेष्ठ प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को नमस्कार। सर्वश्रेष्ठ सोनिया गांधी जी को नमस्कार। संसद के सदस्यों को नमस्कार और सभी भारतवासियों को नमस्कार। Learned Prime Minister Modi ji has brought many reforms that is expected to shake the nation towards transparency, prosperity, value and peace. Modi ji's reforms will correct the governance in the Constitution of India and the rules of India. Modi ji, these reforms are expected to reach the grassroots level. Reforms expected to revitalize the potential growth in every citizen, in every family, in every industry, trade, profession and occupation in India. The reforms are expected to pass value to every gender, every age, every religion in this democratic India. As a valuer, as a value planner, as a caste analyst, and as an engineer and as an exponent in yoga, I, Surendranath Pachari, the Salian by birth, respectfully submit yogic compromise, yogic settlement in this divided polity to enhance the reforms towards value in the body, mind and soul. In this socialist democratic India, India plunged into darkness when Mahatma Gandhi ji was assassinated on 30th January 1948. India plunged into darkness in the death on 27th May 1964 of the first Prime Minister of India and the central figure in the Indian politics, the great Jawaharlal Nehru, commonly known as Pandit Nehru. India plunged into gloom when the second Prime Minister of India, learned Lal Bahadur Shastri, died on 11th January 1966 in cardiac arrest. India plunged into devilry on 31st October 1984 when our great leader, the beloved Indira Gandhi, was shot in close range with 27 bullets in her chest. India plunged into blinded flash of light when the youngest Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi, was brutally bombed and assassinated along with 14 others. In deafening sound behind the shattered human flesh on 21st May 1991. India succumbed to ill will when the scientist, teacher and the inspirational leader, the 11th President of India, the learned Abul Fakir Zainul Abidin, commonly known as APJ Abdul Kalam, collapsed and swooned to death on 27th July 2015 after apparent heart attack. 21st century scenario, India's teeming million youth force is waiting for the uplift in their value, while insufficiency in poverty, inequality in opportunity is haunting the youth force in great magnitude. When poverty, pittance and illiteracy is hugging the remote villagers, who lost their value as if they were left behind, blindfolded in the dark forest without means and ways. With the support of the learned Prime Minister, I will execute judiciary, executive, legislative and emergency powers. I will preserve, protect and defend the sovereignty of the Constitution of India and the Statute of India. So God be with me in yoga, in humility and dynamism in yoga. I uphold the value of the Parliament and the integrity of the Constitution. I will neutralize the dividing forces in humility towards a sovereign socialist and secular democracy. With concurrent initiation by the Prime Minister, I will endeavor to neutralize the inequality and improve the value of the Indian heritage. So help me God in yoga. We will strengthen infrastructure in drinking water, livelihood, housing, electricity and agriculture towards the reach of the teeming million newborn by harnessing excess water, solar and wind energy. So help me God in yoga. On the advice of the learned Prime Minister and the Cabinet, we will preserve the sovereignty in self-depletion, fellow-feeling and magnanimity. So help me God in yoga. In this land of major rivers, we endeavor to unite this opulent nature's wealth. So help me God in yoga. The Indian Army, Navy and the Air Force is supported by logistics, security, cyber intelligence in ballistic and anti-ballistic artillery, surface to air and air-to-air combat facilities. And we will neutralize chemical, biological, radiological and nuclear warfare. So help me God in yoga. With the support of the learned Prime Minister and the Cabinet, we will protect the vital relationship in the international growth. In humility, in these digital, chemical and high-tech attributions. So help me God in yoga. Jai Hind. Hello, my dear citizen. This is Pachari Yoga International Trust. That is right. This is to certify that this trust is registered under Societies Registration Act in India. This trust is non-profit and goes online with yoga as a mandate for duty, diligence and dedication in public life. The sole mandate holder of this trust is the approved senior fellow valuer in the Institution of Valuers at New Delhi. Pachari is a senior consulting engineer in the Institution of Engineers at Kolkata. Pachari is the qualified senior technologist from PSC institutions at Coimbatore. Pachari is also the senior cost analyst from the University of Bombay. This senior citizen, Pachari, is also the retired central pensioner in India who can take take challenges as an expert in yoga and as an exponent in Bhagavadgita. In this clip, the trust endorses that yoga alone can redefine service, health, hospitalization, trade, production, employment, war and peace. Thus signed by the sole mandate holder for Pachari Yoga International Trust. Thus dated 28th day of January 2020. Pachari Yoga International Trust, that is part. Hello, my dear citizen. Please listen to me for 3 minutes. Yoga is the paradigm of concepts, postulations, and standards towards good governance. Good governance can be achieved in the conjugation of yoga and Bhagavad Gita. Good governance cannot be achieved in the judiciary. Judiciary is the system of courts that interprets and applies the law in the name of the state and in the name of the Constitution of India. Judiciary is a branch of government that administers justice according to law. Judiciary is one aspect of democratic way of life. It upholds peace, order, and good government. Judiciary is that part of Indian government that is responsible for the legal system, consisting of judges and the courts of law. Court is the mechanism of resolution of disputes, and the courts punish lawbreakers according to law. The weak legal system, the weak judiciary, is the underutilized courts that made corruption endemic. Endemic is the characteristic of population, environment, or a region. Thus, good governance can sit on the judgment of judiciary, and the judiciary cannot sit on the judgment of good governance. Please accept if I say good governance cannot be achieved in the judiciary, and good governance is by the people, for the people, and good governance is of the people. Good governance is lost if police is corrupt. Good governance is lost if judicial accountability is unattainable. Good governance is lost if judicial supervision has failed.
Good governance is lost if judicial accountability is lost. Good governance is lost if judicial audit could not be performed for reasons of narcissism, selfishness, overtaking, selflessness. Good government is lost if bribery and corruption is all prevalent. Unearned kickback is a result of influence peddling in family, society, village, city, and in the nation. Good governance is lost if a free community is lost. Free community is lost if Bar Council finds it difficult to maintain good conduct, either professional or other good conduct. Good governance is lost if a bad administration creeps in due to administrative insubordination and due to loss of efficiency bar after 50 years of age of an officer, of an administrator. Good governance is lost if influence peddling takes root to corruption. Good governance is lost if tax collecting system fails to net the required targeted tax amount due to influence peddling and narcissism of the state or of the central administration. Good governance is lost if social system fails to maintain good family and good village. Good governance is lost if civic administration fails to maintain cleanliness, health, sewage, disposal, and sanitation. This includes good hospitalization. Good governance is lost if temple idols are stolen and if temples could not be safeguarded. Good governance is lost if citizen is drunk in his family, in his society, in his village, in the state or in the nation.